Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. On this channel, I talk about fragrance, skincare, fashion, and the finer things in life. And today we're talking about skincare. I got Dysport and I got lip fillers. So, how was my experience? Was it worth it? Before and after results. How much was it? So, if you are thinking about these procedures, or if you are contemplating on getting either of these procedures done, but if you have any questions, if you want to know my experience 100% transparent, this video is for you. Don't go anywhere. Go grab a drink. I have my coffee here. Go grab a snack if you're hungry and come meet me here and let's start our conversation. So, we're talking about Dysport, Botox, and fillers, but first, disclaimer. I'm not a dermatologist. I'm not a chemist. I am not a cosmetologist. I am just a biologist with a master's degree in cancer biology. So, all the answers, all the help you need is with you and with your own physician or doctor. The second disclaimer is that I have nothing on my face. I just washed my face and put moisturizer and turn on the lights and the camera. So what you're seeing is 100% real. So, uh, I live in Pittsburgh and I worked at the University of Pittsburgh, and University of Pittsburgh has this huge medical complex called University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. And one of the dermatologists, actually one of the most famous dermatologists at this hospital is Susan Obazi. So the picture would be up on the screen. Who is Susan Obazi? Susan Obazi is actually the daughter of Zain Obazi, who is a very famous dermatologist. You know all those Obazi products, vitamin C eye cream, vitamin C serum, all those kind of things, all started with Obazi. So Zain Obazi is now in California, and his daughter Susan Obazi is actually the director of cosmetology center of UPMC, University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, and she practices here in the city called Pittsburgh. And coincidentally, I happen to live in Pittsburgh. So last year, at the end of September, in the beginning of October, I picked up my phone and called to make an appointment with Susan Obaji. So I got one, and that was on the 11th of February. So she is so overbooked. She is like tight in her schedule. No one can get in. She is just like the famous. Everyone is traveling here, blah blah, all kinds of things. Alright, I said I'll take that and then I'll wait. It's nothing urgent. Just like, I would like to delay aging. Well, I went there on the 11th of February and I told her, honey, I'm getting old. I am 35 years old. Here's what I think. I'm already saving up for my facelift and brow lift. I do not want to spend tons of money on fillers. However, my lips are getting smaller and smaller, especially the upper lip. I am seeing a significant volume loss that has been getting worse and worse over years. In addition to that, my forehead area, it's just like, so many lines and wrinkles and those like 11s over there. I can't really stop making them, that needs to be like paralyzed. I've had Botox before one time in my life and I like it, but I never maintained it because it's just too expensive. However, I thought, now that I'm with Susan Obaji in a medical exam room, I just want to, get Botox done too. So here's what she said. She said, all right, yeah, your forehead could use some Botox, but I'm not doing Botox, but we are using Dysport, which I was more willing to experience because hearsay and then, some experience I've heard from my friends was that, Dysport lasts longer than Botox. So I wanted to try because I've had Botox done one time and it only lasted for 4 months. So I said, yeah, it's a good thing that we should try Dysport. And with the lips, especially the volume loss in the upper lip, she recommended lip fillers. But I am kind of picky when it comes to fillers. So, there are hyaluronic acid fillers, and then there's Sculptra, which is polylactic acid. So, in this video, we're not talking about Sculptra. We are mainly focusing on hyaluronic acid fillers, and when it comes to hyaluronic acid fillers, there are two options, two brands, Restylane and Juvederm. Next Restylane, we are not talking about Restylane today. I'm not saying that it's bad, it's just that, my experience only involves Juvederm. And when it comes to Juvederm, there are like different options when you go on Juvederm's website. Juvederm Ultra, Voluma, Volbella, Volure, all kinds of things. But I am only interested in Voluma. So why Voluma? Voluma is the longest lasting filler, between 18 to 24 months. But Voluma is a very thick filler, I think it's like 10% small molecular weight hyaluronic acid and 90% large molecular weight hyaluronic acid. They are cross-linked to create this like more viscous kind of like sculpting filler, which happens to be used in the jawline, as you see when you turn on the TV. Almost like everyone on TV right now has that, whole of it chin line, jawline here, and also the upper cheek area to give some sort of definition and sculpture. So whenever you see kind of like this perfect angle in the chin area, that the bottom line, the subtext of that text is Voluma. And also if you see a cheek line here that came out of like Michelangelo kind of like sculpture, that's Voluma as well. So Voluma is really nice in sculpting, just like changing the shape, lifting the structure. However, when it comes to lips, they are not willing to inject Voluma. That happened to me before because I visited other places and I said, I'm interested in lip fillers, but I only want to get Voluma. But they said, no, we cannot do Voluma because it's thick, it's gonna like show, and it's not gonna, move naturally with the shape of your lip, especially while you're speaking like I'm doing right now. However, I know for a fact that FDA allows the injection of Voluma inside the lip. It's just that depends on the practitioner and their experience and their willingness. And I got lucky, and Susan Obazi said that, you know what, I'm doing Voluma inside the lips. However, there are two things you have to know. You will feel it, and someone can also feel it. If you have a very hot sex life, or if you're kissing a lot of people, and if you have Voluma inside your lips, yes, you can feel it. Something unnatural is there, and then if someone is biting on your lips or like sucking them, there's something there. There's like a filler. It does not feel natural. The second thing is that Voluma tends to attract water as it lives its life inside the skin, and the results can get puffy. She said that, you have to be okay with these two things. And I said, oh yeah, for sure, because I want something that is longer lasting, which in turn makes everything more cost effective. And speaking of, 1 ml syringe of Voluma costs $1,000 at UPMC. However, as an employee, I get a 10% discount, so it comes down to $900. So she said, let's just open up a 1 ml syringe of Voluma, and let's just inject your upper lip just to restore the volume loss. Just very natural. No, nothing. We're not going to change the shape of the lip. We're not going to plump them up. Just, restoring the volume loss. Just like, putting back what years have taken away. And when I look at your face on your left hand side, I see a more dramatic volume loss than the right hand side, which is mainly due to the fact that you're sleeping on your left cheek, which is correct. So she said, let's open up, let's do your lips, and the rest we can also work on your left cheek area to kind of like, give you a better symmetry on your face. I said, oh, that's great. So what we did is that open up a syringe of Voluma, just like 4 points, like a minute. I didn't even get the numbing cream. I think I got like maybe 100 microliters or 200 microliters of Voluma, maybe, because 1 ml is like 1,000 microliters. Very little, very just like natural and conservative filler on the upper lip area. And she labeled the syringe, and then she said that, this has a shelf life of a year, and then we're just going to put it in the fridge, and then 4 months, after 4 months, I'm going to see you and see how the filler does on your lips, and we can just like, replenish, or we can just like, kind of like tweak, and the rest of the syringe can always go to the left side of your cheek just to give you better symmetry. I said, that's perfect. What about Dysport? So when it comes to Botox, I don't like that windswept effect on my face, or I don't like the eyebrows to go all the way up. I just want something more subdued, kind of like no Botox, no Dysport look, or they call it like baby talks kind of thing, if I don't tell you that I had Botox, it would take someone someone with an educated eye to realize that I have Botox. I like Botox like that, because I just don't want to like, go overboard with it, because, at 40 years old, in like, 4 or 5 years, I'm just gonna get a brow lift and be done with it. And yeah, she just did like, whatever she does, and a very small amount here. I think like, 2 units of Botox equals to like 20 units of Dysport, kind of like there's the conversion, just like 2 units here, and not a lot here, but just I wanted her to max out the 11 area, because I was just doing this so much, so I don't want to do that. I can still, as you can see, move my eyebrows. It's still natural, but it's not like, exaggerated, or it's not, is weighing my face down. It's just like more like a relaxed, rested look. That's what I like from this board, and that's exactly what she gave to me. So I said, that's perfect. What's the cost? So the cost was $1,256 for one syringe of Voluma and the Botox or Dysport. And before I went into these, I made a video of my face moving, so I'm just going to be putting them up here, or just like maybe you've already seen that, or you'll see that, depends on the editing. And the final look is this. So let me relax my face. So it's, kind of like minimal, just to, kind of like make things improve a little, but not like, kind of like go overboard. So in 4 months, I'm going there again and see how the results turn out, how do the lips look, and then if they need like, topping off a little, we have this syringe. If not, the rest is gonna go to my cheek area, kind of like, provide better symmetry. So let me know if you have experienced fillers before. Do you like them? Do you think they're too expensive? Do you want to get that, Hollywood jaw, or like, Hollywood chin look, kind of like, I guess it requires like, at least 4 or 5 ml of Voluma, which is actually very expensive, and I don't have the finances for that, and the results look really good. Everyone on TV has them. It's just that, don't get them and say that, oh, I'm 100% natural, because we just know that no one has that, perfectly shaped jawline. Darwinian evolution did not make that possible yet. So, but that's perfect. The finances, if finances allow, I like the look. It also gives like, kind of like, kind of lift, kind of facelift with the fillers, which is great too. It's all over Instagram right now. But I'm more like conservative. I just want to save my money for my future facelift and brow lift. That's why I'm going, like lightly, let's say. I'm not really investing in it, but I'm also getting, here and there, just a little, just to maintain things. Well, I would like to hear from you. Your experience, everything. Do you think they're expensive? If you like them, are you getting them regularly? What about Botox? Have you been doing them? Are you ready for your facelift, or you just don't care because you're beautiful no matter what? Don't think that, you have to get fillers or Botox all the time. This Instagram thing, whenever you go on Instagram, it's just like, you feel like so bad about yourself. There is that unattainable perfection that Instagram exposes us to, and then we're feeling like, oh my god, I gotta get things done, I gotta get my boobs done, what about fillers, what about Botox, what about foxy eyes? It's just like endless. So we have to stop that. We have to, like, take a step back and then, assess the situation. We have to know what is there to help us to look better, but we shouldn't, like, go overboard, like, jump on that ship and then, go crazy, filling our faces up. So let's keep the discussion going down in the comment section. I would like to know more from you, and please don't let me alone. Leave me alone in my English videos under the comment section, because this is a bilingual channel. Every video comes in two languages, Turkish and English. They are exactly the same videos, and you have just watched the English version. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I can't wait to see you at the next one. Take care, everyone.